So in regard to, secure attachment as a means of embodiment, it fits in so beautifully with this symposium because, we have to drop in order to experience synchronicity. And what's amazing about that phenomenon is when we have a synchronicity, although it's kind of, neutral inherently, it's certainly kind of a you are here sign. Does that make sense? You are here. And I mean that, in so many literal ways, which is synchronicity in a way, the angle I'm presenting here is a way we can know that we're actually more fully present. Because this stuff, the magic, the connections, all that kind of stuff is happening all the time. So, again, I'm coming at it from the angle that our nervous system, right, and although I try to avoid using mechanistic or computer-like metaphors, I will slip into doing it, but wired, right, we're wired, right, to experience this stuff, the magic of all of this. And again, if we're grounded, right, there's a very, very distinct experience that happens. So, last night, what I wanted to do is get everyone grounded because although everyone was, here and excited, Graham Hancock and Rupert Sheldrake, all that stuff, we really wanted to get people all the way in their body just to create that felt sense of what it's like when something's got you. You're not holding yourself up. Some of you might have noticed in the exercise that you were bracing, that you weren't actually releasing all of your weight to the chair, right? And if we're in that state, that break goes on and we're not really opened up. So although we can experience consciousness from here up, not even this stuff is fully operative, right? If we're ungrounded enough, right, we can have connect the dot-itis or paranoia. And again, I'm not saying that there aren't things that aren't connected, and I'm not saying that there aren't pleasant things that fit together, right? I'm just saying that if we're in an ungrounded place, our body actually registers it as a threat, and then there's a subsequent physiological phenomenon that happens that lights up the visual cortex and the association cortex, and then that's connect the dot-itis, right? And, in a more kind of esoteric or even psychological way, that's kind of an ego state, right? The ego is designed to avoid pain and be right. That's what it does, right? That's what it does. And when you're in those states, ungrounded, unregulated, right, ego goes on alert, and it is looking for the pattern that basically looks for the corroborating evidence to support, I don't feel so good. Right? I don't feel so safe. I don't feel so sound. Does that make sense? And I also want to, again, invite, please feel free to raise your hand. I'm an extrovert. I welcome interruptions unless they're critical and ugly.